The word capstone seemed to present some challenges for many of you, so I thought perhaps I would take you through some of the common problems that I found with a number of your documents. Let's start with the table of contents. A number of you created a manual table of contents because you didn't know how easy it was to create a table of contents and let Word do all the work. The key to creating a table of contents is to make sure that the pieces that you want to be part of the table of contents have a style applied to them that is not normal. You notice here body type is normal. Body type is normal. However, these headings have various styles applied to them. In this case, the introduction has heading 1. The body has heading 1. This part A, which is a subheading, has heading 2. This one, heading 2. This one, heading 2. That's the key, is that we have to apply some style that is not the normal style in order for us to create a table of contents. Once we've done that, it's a very simple process to come up here, insert a page, and I'm going to use the Control Enter to insert a page because it's just easier for me. I press the Control key and then press the Enter key, and now I have a blank page here. Then I can come here, go up here to References, come over to Table Contents, and insert the table of contents. Now, if what happened here, you notice that it pushed itself onto page 2, I can just go ahead and delete this page break and bring it back, come down here, press the Control Enter, and force all the rest of the text back onto another page. Okay, that's all I need to do. And the way I'm able to do that is because I've turned on codes. I can hide or show the codes in my document. If I can show codes, then I can delete codes, or I can change them, I can modify them. So that's a toggle switch here with this backward looking P. That's a paragraph, but it's a hide and show codes command. So that's a table of contents. Now if you accidentally took all this text and you made it into heading 2, well, number 1, it's going to look bad, but number 2, if you go to update your table, it's going to show up here in your table of contents. So what we want to do is come back here, highlight that text, make it normal again, go back up here, click on Update Table, and lo and behold, we're back where we started. Anytime you're making changes to the document, you're adding lots of text, which is pushing your text down to other pages, and now your page numbers don't make any sense, just come up here and click on Update Table. The next piece we want to look at here is the bibliography. The bibliography, you notice I have some citations that have been inserted. The way I did that, again, I used the References tab. I clicked on Insert Citation, and I added a new source. And I chose my source off the list, where did I get it, and then I filled in the appropriate boxes here that went along with that particular source. I have already created 2, so I'm not going to create any more. All I have to do is come down here to where I want my bibliography, and then click here on bibliography and use the style that I would like. In this case, I'll use Works Cited, and lo and behold, there it is. It took all of my citations and put them at the end of my document. Now, if I had made a mistake, and let's say this one here isn't supposed to be definition of website explained, it's just supposed to be definition of website, I can come in here to Manage Sources, choose it, edit it, fix it, click OK, and it says, do you want to update your citations? And I said yes. Close that. Come down here, click on Update Citations, and lo and behold, it takes out the extra words. So it's very easy to use these tools. We insert to create a new one. We manage when we want to edit those citations we've already created, and then we use bibliography to create this works cited or bibliography page at the end of our document. And if your instructor wants you to call this references, no problem. Just come in here, highlight works cited, and change it to references. Now the third area that we had issues with, a lot of you didn't know how to do a dot leader. So what you did here was you just put in these spaces or these periods to reflect a dot leader. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight these 3 lines. And actually I've already created the tabs, I'm just not using them. But let me show you what they look like. I'm going to pull these down into the document and start all over again. I'm going to click here. I have a left tab showing, so that's going to be the kind of tab I'm creating. I'm going to click and put one at 1/2 inch, and I'm going to click and put one at 4 inches. And then this one at 4 inches, if I double click, I get a pop-up window. So I'm going to take that one at 4 inches, and I'm going to highlight it here, tell the system I want a dot leader, and click OK. Now it's not enough for me just to create it, I have to use it. So the first thing I'm going to do is position myself here to tab over to the first tab, and then I'm going to highlight all of this junk, these periods that I really don't want, and replace them with a tab. I'm going to come down to the second line, tab, highlight all of these, replace them with a tab, tab, highlight all of these, replace them with a tab. Going back here, hide and show codes, you can see how pretty that looks. The beauty of this is now if I want to, let's say, move this closer, I just have to highlight all 3 lines, slide my tab on the ruler up here back and forth, and I tighten them up. Slide it back to where I want, bring them back. Now you notice I lost my tab. No big deal. I can double click, come back in here, and reset it. As long as I've got a tab in place, I've used the tab command, I can do all kinds of things. Alright, so that's the little lesson for today. I hope this helps you to recreate your documents as they need to be recreated. Thank you.